Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. In today's video, I'm going to be doing an empties video. I have 2 baskets full of garbage that I've been hoarding. I'm so excited to do this because I've been holding on to this garbage for so long. I'm just excited to get it out of my house. And then also share with you, like, obviously what I thought of every product, if I would repurchase it and whatnot. And I have quite a bit of skincare and a little bit of makeup, and this is an entire year's worth of empties. I last filmed this maybe a year ago. I think maybe even more than a year ago. So yeah, this is a whole year of empties. Should be interesting. I'm sure I've thrown some things away that I should have kept with my garbage pile of my hoarded garbage pile, but I think some things just got thrown away or whatever. So yeah, that is today's video. I'm so excited to share all of this with you and what was worth it. And if you are new here, I would love for you to subscribe if you have not already, and let's get into this garbage. Okay, so I have 2 baskets, well 3 really. So there's this one, and then I have one down here, this one. And then I also have this basket here, which I've filled with makeup. So I have this basket which I filled with makeup, just so they're a little bit separated. I do need to separate them a little bit more, just so it's a little bit more of an organized video. So I'm gonna do that, and then we'll go like makeup, then skincare by organized section, I guess. Okay, so let's start with makeup. I haven't finished that much makeup, but there's quite a few like eye products in here, like brows and mascara, which I go through a lot of. So I think I'll start with those things because I have the most of them. So for mascaras, I have finished. Okay, so this is my basket of makeup, of all the makeup that I finished this year. I haven't finished that much makeup. I don't go through makeup that quickly. I wish I did, but I just have so much of it that I cycle through all of it and it doesn't get used. But this feels good. So I'll start with mascara. This is the Merit Beauty mascara. I believe this is a tubing mascara, and I really like this for kind of like an everyday natural lash. I think I would repurchase this, but it's not my most favorite mascara because it doesn't really hold a curl for me, and it's not very dramatic, or I don't know, it doesn't do too much for my lashes, but sometimes it is nice to slap on because it is so natural looking, so it gives my lashes a little something, but nothing too dramatic. But I do really like a bold lash look. So if you're someone who likes really natural lashes, I think you would really like this. It's pretty lightweight on the lashes and is easy to remove, and the packaging is beautiful. So this is good, but it's not my most favorite, and I think I said I would repurchase, which I might, but right now I'm not going to. This is the M Cosmetics mascara that I finished. This one's really nice for the bottom lashes. I can see myself repurchasing this one as well, but I do think I prefer the Glossier Lash Slick, which is very similar to this for the bottom lashes for me, and I think it is a little bit more affordable. So this was nice. I can't see myself repurchasing this anytime soon just because it's not dramatic enough for my lashes. Doesn't really hold a curl, but it is nice for the bottom lashes. Speaking of the Glossier Lash Slick, I finished one of these as well. This is again really nice for the bottom lashes. I can see myself repurchasing this because it's pretty affordable for like a, I guess, higher end, I don't know if you would call this higher end mascara. Really easy to remove, and I like it. So I can see myself repurchasing this, but it's not great for the top lashes because it doesn't really hold a curl and is a little bit too natural for my personal taste for lashes. This is the Maybelline Lash Stiletto in waterproof. This is one of my favorite mascaras. I've already repurchased this actually. This is really good. It holds a curl super well. It gives me a lot of length in my lashes, and it gives me quite a bit of volume as well. So I do really like this one. I have already repurchased, and I definitely recommend for those of you who have pretty straight lashes that don't hold a curl. I think you would really like this, especially if you have smaller eyes like I do. The wand on this is really nice because it's tapered, so you can get right into the corners of your eyes and get every little lash. I do find that this gets a little clumpy, but it's nothing that I can't work with, and I really like this one. So definitely recommend and would repurchase. So next is the Essence Lash Princess in waterproof as well. I like this, but I feel like it's too finicky and I can never get a consistent application with this. Like some days it's really good and then some days it's like super duper clumpy, and maybe I need to scrape off the brush a little bit more, or it's user error, because I know a lot of people love this, but I just found that it got too clumpy too quickly and just wasn't consistent. I can see myself repurchasing this and trying it again because it is so affordable, but I'm not going to repurchase it anytime soon. And I still feel like I can't decide if I like it, so maybe I don't. I don't know. If you use this a lot, let me know what your experience with this is. I'd love to know if you have any tips as well, because I know so many people like this. So I would like to love it because it is so affordable, but it just gets so clumpy so quick on me. Okay, next is brow pencils. I finished quite a lot of brow pencils this last year. I have gone through brow pencils pretty quickly in the past. Lately, I haven't really been wearing brow products. I think because my hair is blonde and I just like a clear gel. But before I went blonde, I went through brow products so quickly. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to talk about. So this is the Mented Cosmetics brow pencil. This is the second brow pencil from them that I finished up. I really like their brow pencil. It has a very tiny tip and is really easy to use. I love the formula of this as well. It's like not too waxy, not too creamy. It's a little bit harder to put through the brows, which I prefer because I have really dark brows and it's very easy for me to go overboard. So this one's really nice because it's so thin and it's a bit harder of a formula. And they have sales often on their brow products. It also has a spoolie at the end, which I feel like I need to go through my brows a little bit. But I love this, would definitely repurchase, really love this brow pencil, and I love the brand as well. It's Black owned, which is, I love to support that. So I love, would recommend, and would repurchase. Next I have the Refy brow pencil. I can't remember what shades I have in these. If it says it on the packaging, I will definitely let you know. I think this one might be medium. I didn't love this one. This one was a little bit too creamy for me. For me personally, I just like a harder formula, and this one I found to be a little bit too creamy. Yeah, I just didn't love this one, so I would not recommend this one, and I also wouldn't repurchase this either. Next, I have the Stay It brow pencil. This was actually in my project pan for a little while so I could finish it up. I did not like this. The thicker pencils like this I don't actually like. I need to stop purchasing them, and I have decided a while ago that I'd stop purchasing them altogether just because they're a little bit too intense for me. I kind of go overboard with these as well. The formula of this was actually pretty nice. It was the shape that I disliked the most, and yeah, I just wouldn't repurchase this and I wouldn't recommend it because of the shape. And it did have a little brow gel at the bottom of this as well, which I also didn't really like. It was a little bit too wet, but yeah, didn't like this one and wouldn't recommend, nor would I repurchase it. Next is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. I like this and I think it's decent for the drugstore, but again, it's a little bit too creamy for me. I actually can't see myself repurchasing this because I think there are other options at the drugstore that I would prefer over this, and I wouldn't repurchase it, and I personally wouldn't recommend it because for me it's a little bit too creamy. Next is the Fro To Go by Uoma Beauty. I again don't like the shape of this because it's a little bit too thick for me, but I loved the formula of this. It was a really good consistency for my taste in brow pencils. I liked how my brows turned out. It was just a little bit too much work because of the shape of this, so it was easy to go overboard again. So I think I've mentioned this before, but I would repurchase this, but in their thinner pencil. I'd like to try that actually, but I wouldn't repurchase this thicker one. Next I have the M Cosmetics brow pencil. This is in the shade Deep Taupe. I really liked this. The shade was perfect for me, and I think if there were a sale from M Cosmetics, I would repurchase this because I really loved the shape of this. It's like one of those oval tips of brow pencil, if you know what I mean. So I felt like it was small enough to not go overboard in my brows, but I just liked this shape. It was like easy to do my brows really well and really quickly, and the shade was perfect, and I really loved the texture of this as well. So I definitely can see myself repurchasing this, and I do recommend this brow pencil as well. I think this is my all-time favorite brow pencil. This is the Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit. I have the shade 3.75 and I just love this. It lasts a super long time in my brows. It's a harder formula, so I love that, and it was just like really easy to do my brows. I really loved how my brows turned out every single time I used this. I have already repurchased one of these, and I will continue repurchasing this, I think. And I think Benefit has pretty good sales as well, and they sell it at Ulta, so it's fairly affordable when they have sales, and it's really accessible for me. So I love the Precisely My Brow Pencil. If you have not tried it yet, I think you should. I think you would really like it. So yeah, love this one. Okay, next I have brow gels and pomades and things like that. I went through so many brow gels. I love brow gels so much. They're probably one of my favorite products just because they're really easy to use. They lift my brows up quickly, and I really like doing my brows. This one is the Glossier Boy Brow. I have it in the shade brown. I love this, have repurchased this so many times over my lifetime, and I will continue repurchasing this. I think this is just such a staple in my collection, and I wouldn't want to be without it. I think I have like 3 backups of this already, so I love this, recommend, and would definitely repurchase. I also really like the clear. Something very similar is the Colourpop Brow Gel, and I got this because I heard it's a dupe. It is very, very similar to the Boy Brow, but I feel like the Boy Brow is just a tad better. So I think this is really good for the price and is definitely a good comparison to the Boy Brow, but I still like the Boy Brow a little bit more. Yeah, I can't see myself repurchasing this right away because I already have so many backups of the Boy Brow from Glossier, but this is a good one. I definitely recommend. Okay, something I don't recommend. This is the Milk Makeup Kush Fiber Brow Gel. This was just like too much. It was too wet. It didn't really hold my brows up. It was like super messy. I didn't really enjoy using this, so I wouldn't recommend this, and I would not repurchase this. Another one that's very similar is the Uoma Brow Gel. This was also a little too wet for me. It didn't really hold my brows up. It was kind of messy, so this is another one that I wouldn't recommend and I wouldn't repurchase. I feel like quite a few of these are not ones I would recommend. This is the Cosmetics Clear Brow Gel. I can't remember what this is called. I really love their brow, like, I can't remember what it's called. It's like the really tiny one. It's their pomade, but this is just their clear brow gel. And I was so disappointed in this because it didn't hold my brows up at all. I feel like I do have like heavy brows, or they just grow downwards. That's like my Filipino brows coming out. They just like grow downwards, and I really need a strong holding brow gel for my brows to be held up, and this didn't really do it for me. I liked the packaging because it had that really small wand like the Boy Brow does, but it's just like it didn't do anything. It didn't hold them up. So I can't see myself repurchasing this. I would repurchase their other one. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the tiny little one. I love that one, and I already have one in my collection that I'm using regularly. That one's superb. And then my favorite, this is the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. This was a sample which introduced me to this product. I think I got it from Ulta or something, and I fell in love. I've already repurchased like 3 backups of this. This is my all-time favorite brow gel. It holds my brows up so well. I just love this product so much. The formula is incredible. It is one of the only brow products that really truly holds my brows up all day long and keeps them that way. It does have a crunchy finish, but I don't mind that, and it never looks flaky or dandruffy or anything like that, and it just does such an incredible job at holding my brows up. So this is a definite repurchase. I've already repurchased it and I love it, and I would recommend. Okay, moving on to glosses. This is one of my holy grails. This is the Skin Cosmetics Lip Oil in Manuka Honey in Golden. It's in the shade Golden, which is just like a clear yellow shade, golden shade. This is one of my all-time favorite lip oils, lip treatments. I use this morning and night. It really brings my lip health back to normalcy, if that makes sense. I feel like my lip health is very up and down because I get eczema on my lips, and this has Manuka honey in it, which is so good for eczema for me personally, and I love it. I will continue repurchasing this. It's incredible. It's a holy grail for me. Another holy grail for me is the Tower 28 lip jellies. I feel like I've finished way more than these 3 in the last year, but I've probably just thrown them out or recycled them. Didn't save them for this Empties video, but these are my holy grail as well. I love these as like a lip treatment. I use them as lip balms. I will continue repurchasing these. I recommend them and I love them. And yeah, I also absolutely love the FitGlow Beauty Night Serum. This is very spendy, but I think it's worth it. It is so cushiony on the lips and feels incredible. This also brings my lip health back to life and like back to normalcy as well when I'm having a lot of reactions on my lips. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful product. I have already repurchased multiple of these. I always wait for a sale though because they are just so pricey, but I love this. Have already repurchased, definitely recommend. I also finished a little baby one of the night serum. Oh, I forgot about this. This is another brow gel that I finished. It was in my project pan. I liked it, but it got old and started giving me eczema in my brows. So I would recommend it while it's not old, but wouldn't if it's expired. Let's continue on with lips. I've finished 2 of these. These are the Glow Recipe Lip Pops. One is in watermelon and one is in blueberry. I love these so much. I have already repurchased these multiple times. They're one of my favorite lip products. They're one of those like pH changing lip products, so they make your lips pretty pink. And I just think they're moisturizing. They smell amazing, and I love these when I have no makeup on, and I always keep one in my purse because they bring life back into my lips, because I have pretty like gray toned lips when I don't have any product on them, and these just bring life back into them. They're moisturizing. I love them. Recommend and have already repurchased. And then a couple products from Bite Beauty, RIP, their lip balm, which I actually didn't really love. It was a little too melty, didn't hold its shape very well and got a little messy when I used it, but it was nourishing. I just wouldn't recommend this if the company still existed. And then their Agave lip mask. I loved this so much. I actually bought a lot of backups before they reformulated it, so I have a lot of these in my backup drawer, but I love this. Would recommend if you could still buy it. Okay, some primers here. I have 3 of them. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I would not recommend this and I would not repurchase it. It's too silicone-y for me, and I've come to realize I do not like silicone primers. This is the Laura Geller Spackle Hydrating Primer. Don't even think you can repurchase this if like I recommended it. I don't even know if she makes products anymore. Anyway, this was fine. It was really moisturizing and I liked it, but I wouldn't repurchase it because it's just like meh. And then the Glossier Priming Moisturizer. This is more of a skincare product. I like this. I think I would repurchase it. I have backups of this already, but right now I'm not going to repurchase it. It is a really nice, lightweight, good barrier before makeup though. I do find this to be a skincare product though and not a makeup product, so I don't know why I put it in here. Apparently I just finished one concealer, which kind of blows my mind. It's probably because I just have so many of them. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This was my shiz before I realized it looked like crap on me and is like super drying on my under eyes. I would like to try the creamy one, but this did an amazing job at making my brows blonde. So yeah, it's a pretty good product. I wouldn't recommend it if you have dry skin. I just don't think this would work well for you. But if you don't have dry skin, this is a very amazing full coverage concealer. I personally wouldn't repurchase it, but I would recommend it if that's what you like. I finished 2 setting sprays. This is the Wet n Wild cucumber one and then the natural finish one. I actually really like the natural finish one. It works pretty well at setting the face and keeping the makeup on a little bit longer. It's not the best. It's not like the Urban Decay 24-hour setting spray or the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip spray, but I feel like it's pretty good for the drugstore. And then this was kind of like a primer water type thing. I wouldn't repurchase this. It just felt like something I had to use up and was like a chore a little bit. I don't know why I purchased it. I shouldn't have. So I wouldn't recommend this one, and I wouldn't repurchase it. Okay, this is the Kopari Lip Love. I love this. This is probably one of my favorite lip treatments, lip oils or whatever. I've already repurchased this as well. It just is very nourishing on the lips. It sinks in really well, but then leaves like a really pretty gloss on the lips. I also love the smell. It's like coconutty. So I would recommend this, and I've already repurchased it, and I have backups of it. Okay, my beloved Freck. This is the Freck XL. This is for faux freckles. I actually used it today, and I was like, oh, this is def empty, because I could barely get any product out. But I have repurchased this twice now, I think. I recommend this. It is pricey for the size, but this lasted me, I think, like a full year, and it just lasts a super long time on the face and just in general. Like, this lasted me so long, and I use it so often that I think it's worth it. I think it's the best freckle product out there that I've tried because of how long it lasts on your face and because of how natural it looks. So this is something I definitely recommend, and I will definitely repurchase, and I've already repurchased. Okay, last up is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Lip Treatment with hyaluronic acid. I liked this. I didn't love it. I think it did a really good job at hydrating my lip. I wouldn't repurchase it. It's just like okay to me. The packaging did break on me, so there's that. But yeah, I just wouldn't repurchase this one, but I wouldn't necessarily not recommend it. It's just like not my favorite. It's just like a fine old lip treatment. Okay, I'm just now realizing that I've been filming for 25 minutes already. So I think that I will cut this video here, and I'll do another video that's for my skincare, just because I have a lot left, and this is just already so long. So if you have any questions about any of the products I emptied, please let me know, and I would love to chat about them or answer any questions you might have about them. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye! Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. In today's video, I'm going to do a makeup empties. I think this is like a year's worth of empties, so it's a long one, and it's actually not that many products. I thought that there would be way more because it was a whole year, but I just go through products pretty slowly, and I have so much of them that I can cycle through so many products without using any of them up. But yeah, I hope you enjoy. If you are new here, I would love for you to subscribe if you have not already. That would mean so much to me. And let's get into a year's worth of makeup empties.